Hello everyone, in today's video we're going to be talking about The Witcher 4, which is, if anyone doesn't know, The Witcher series itself is an amazing game series, and The Witcher 3 specifically is a hallmark in a lot of games. Once again, we are on pcgamer. This article is linked down below if you want to read along, but the title goes as The Witcher 4 is nearing a major milestone and will soon enter full production. And with the subtitle of CD Projekt also said it's a new financial report that the next Cyberpunk game is also coming along. And we also got the iconic picture of Geralt, which I don't think Geralt is going to be in the new one, but we'll see. CG Project, CD. It's so weird to me that they're not called CG Project Red. CD Projekt 2024 half fiscal report is out, and there's not a whole lot to see for anyone who isn't a major shareholder of the company. But there is one thing that is interest to non-investing gamer types. The Witcher 4 is just about ready to move into full production. Work on Polaris is progressing. CD Projekt joint CEO Michael Nowosky said in a press release its development team is nearing a major milestone, which will mark the end of pre-production phase. So pre-production, like, they're not even, like, from my knowledge, pre-production is, like, they're not even like close to starting. Like in terms of what we think, like what a general populace thinks of game development in terms of programming, testing, and alphas, betas, all that type of stuff, not even close. The first half of the year, which is also a busy period for our Boston studio, which is laying the groundwork for Project Oron, a new game set in the Cyberpunk universe. Yes, I know about that one too. Polaris is the code name for a new saga in the Witcher franchise, which CD Projekt insisted for an entire year was not called The Witcher 4. Until then, CEO Adam Krirsky blabbed in March 2023 that yes, Polaris is in fact Witcher 4. I remember them saying that it wasn't Witcher 4, and no one knew why. They just didn't, like, I don't know why it was such a big deal. Everyone knew it was Witcher 4, but it's okay. Of course, that's not necessarily the official title for it, and CD Projekt has studiously avoided using that term for it in subsequent communications, but it is acknowledged that Polaris is the next Witcher game, or the next game in the Witcher saga, which makes sense, because I think Geralt's story is over, I'm pretty sure. Since there has been 3 previous games in the series, the next one is the 4th, you can't deny that logic. I agree with the author. But I am pretty sure that Geralt is not in, like, I'm maybe some of the other characters in The Witcher, or maybe he'll have like a side thing, but I don't think you're going to be playing as Geralt. From what I know, I'm pretty sure Geralt is done. The breakdown of who's doing what at CD Projekt is virtually unchanged from the previous report. Some small upticks in the Witcher spin-off Sirius and the new IP Hater, but nothing particularly notable. But Chief Financial Officer Part, oh gosh, I'm sorry, I can't pronounce their names, said in an earnings recap video that a lot has happened in the first half of 2024. So here's the picture. The light blue is the new Witcher game. The Oron is the new IP. No, Oron is Oron I think is the new Cyberpunk game. Cyrus is the spin-off. Yes. And Hadar is a new IP. The Polaris team working on the next game in the Witcher saga made substantial progress, which will soon enable us to wrap up pre-production and take this full project into full production, which is exciting. Past 6 months were also a busy time for a new studio in Boston. There, a group of CD Projekt veterans, now assisted in the freshly hired talented developers, is laying the groundwork for another Cyberpunk game codenamed Orin. Okay, there it is. It is a new Cyberpunk. Worth managing expectations here. CD has previously said that Witcher 4 is the most advanced state of development among the games it currently has in progress, but still not quite in full production at this point. And even once it fully kicks into gear, it's going to be a good while before we actually have anything to play. It's true. And how long is a good while, you wonder? Some actually asked this question in today's investor call, and unsurprisingly, CD Projekt declined to pin itself down. That makes sense. That answer to that question really differs from game to game in general because they are AAA games. I'm pretty sure that they are now around 3 years. And then there are games that have been in production for a very long time, said Nowosky, they think. Historically for us, we've been launching our games from the moment we start to the moment we launch. It's about 4 or 5-ish years period of time. As for other Polaris might take more or less time than usual to complete. He said nothing really comes to mind. It got every tool possible at our disposal as a request of the worker path. I hope they take as long as they need because Cyberpunk's release was terrible and they need longer. If they need longer, then take longer because everyone's going to wait. It's fine. They did pull Cyberpunk out of the gutter when it comes to launch, but they really need to take time. 3 years from now, it puts us to 2027, which is a long way off, but it could be a lot worse. CD Projekt's last game, Cyberpunk 2077, was announced in 2012. It took 8 years to come out and another 3 years before it was actually good. True. Bottom line, be happy. It's happening, and don't expect much more than a brief reminder as its quarterly financial report for its at least your next 2 birthdays. It's true. That is true. I think the biggest thing is that I am perfectly happy to wait for the next Witcher game, because it honestly, the state of Cyberpunk on launch was terrible, and they can take as long as they need. Even though Cyberpunk 2077 eventually became pretty decent, because I played it when they finally fixed everything on PC, but man, did I saw the disaster of that game, and I'm glad I waited a decent amount of time for it when I think I bought it when the DLC came out. But yeah, The Witcher 3 also, The Witcher 3 is still a great game. It takes a long time to finish those games too. It gives people to catch up if it's on the backlog. And honestly, it's just, personally I still haven't beaten either Cyberpunk or The Witcher 3 even though I've played them. And hey, it gives me more time to finally finish them. There's so many games that I haven't finished. They can take their time. We don't need so many crazy multiple 10-hour long games. And if they need to take extra long, then they need to take extra long. Especially, I don't even know. I'm pretty sure they're using the Unreal Engine 5 now. I think they're not using the engine they made, which I think is a shame because I don't like how everyone's using the same engine over and over and over again. I understand the ease of use to it, but every engine has its advantages and disadvantages, and I really hope that we don't just all everyone just ends up using either Unity, Unreal Engine 5. Those are like the two big ones, and everyone seems to use it now. And I kind of hope that, they still have their own engine and people still use different engines, but we'll see. I mean, if it's easier, then it's easier. I understand, and people can work around the difficulties of certain engines and their quirks. And the more people that work on one engine, the more people you can ask for help. So I mean, that I guess I've kind of convinced myself, but it still sucks when you've put so much time in the engine, right? So we'll see if it actually is using Unreal Engine 5 or not. I'm pretty sure it is, because I think Cyberpunk 2077 is the last time they're using the Red engine, which is what their homegrown engine was. But other than that, I'm just excited for Witcher 4, even though it's not even close. I'm glad they're going. I'm like, I hope they take their time and learn the problems of Cyberpunk 2077, because even though it was a financial success, I hope that they've learned that it's better to it would have been even more of a financial success if it was ready, because they would have sold even more copies, because there's a lot of people that didn't buy it because they heard of the terrible performance. So I hope they realize that they can, even the people who only care about money and sales, you would sell more if it had a good reputation. So I hope they can get that across. Other than that, thank you everyone for watching today's video. I just want to talk about this real fast. If you'd like to support me, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. Link, like, comment, all those things. Remember, the article is down below if you'd like to click it. Check out PC Gamer. And comment down below if you're also excited for the next Witcher game. I personally am. But I am willing to wait. I am willing to, as long as it takes. There's plenty of games. They can take their time. When it's done and ready to go and it's like relatively stable, then they can release it and we'll be all ready. But thank you all for watching. I'd appreciate if you go also follow me on other things like Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok. Thank you all for watching. Goodbye, everyone.